The Tiguas Indians of West Texas have fallen on hard times, and they lay part of the blame on disgraced Washington lobbyist Jack Abramoff. The tiny Tiguas tribe paid Abramoff's business partners millions to get Congress to reopen their shuttered gambling casino. The lobbying effort failed, Abramoff laughed at them behind their backs, and Tiguas learned a painful lesson.
Once upon a time, the Tiguas had a casino. A very rich casino. In 2000, it brought in $65 million. That for a tribe with only 1,300 members. Jacob Ledesma is former manager of Speaking Rock Casino, which is now an entertainment center.
There was so much life in here. You're talking about over 1,000 slot machines we had here, bingo going on, live bands, live entertainment, all the table games that you can imagine, It was never a dull moment.
During the casino's heyday from 1993 to 2002, it drew customers from Texas, New Mexico, and northern Mexico. There were subsidized utilities, college scholarships, and annual payments of up to $15,000 to each tribal member. The party ended in 2002 when the state of Texas declared the casino illegal and shut it down. That's when the Tiguas' lesson in the cynical game of Washington power politics began. In the early 2000s, Jack Abramoff had a reputation as the super lobbyist for Indian gaming. The Tiguas wanted their casino back, so they paid him and former business partner Michael Scanlon $4.2 million to stealthily persuade members of Congress to slip language into an unrelated bill that would remove restrictions on Tigua gambling. On Abramoff's direction, they shelled out an additional $300,000 to congressional campaigns to help grease the wheels of democracy. Arturo Sinclair is governor of the Tiguas, officially known as the Isleta del Sur Pueblo.
Some people are going to hear this and they're going to say, well, you paid to play and you lost, and those are the rules of the game.
I think within full disclosure, is it not a conflict of interest to say, what, by the way, I was working to shut you all down before I came down here and trying to open you up?
What they didn't know at the time is that Abramoff had secretly worked for a rival Louisiana Indian tribe to lobby the state of Texas to shut down Speaking Rock Casino in the first place, along with another Indian-owned casino in East Texas. In order to get church leaders on board the anti-Indian gaming crusade, Abramoff hired former head of the Christian Coalition, Ralph Reed. Sinclair has read the subpoenaed emails between Abramoff and his associates in which he insults the tribe from which he's collecting millions.
These moronic, troglodyte idiots, he just went on, and it's amazing to me with Abramoff coming from his Jewish faith that he would degrade another group of people. I go back and I say, you know what, Jack, I still have my freedom next year. I wonder where he's going to be in a hopefully 6x8 cell.
Last month, Jack Abramoff pleaded guilty to felony charges associated with his lobbying activities for Native American tribes. In an undisclosed settlement, his former law firm has repaid a portion of the money it took from the Tiguas.
What did you all get for your $4.2 million?
Jack. I guess it goes on both senses of the word. If it's to say that it helped expose governmental corruption, I would say it's worth it.
But with the loss of the casino income, the tribe is no longer self-sufficient, and now, once again, depends heavily on the federal government. The tribe's white elephant is the $25 million Wellness Center, a modern stone-fronted complex fronted by palm trees. It has state-of-the-art racquetball courts, gym, sauna and jacuzzi, weight room, electronic game room, and an Olympic-sized pool. Sinclair walks back outside and stands in the courtyard that looks out on a tribal housing development that could fit into an upscale neighborhood in Santa Fe.
When you look at the buildings, people would assume that, hey, you're still doing good. It's like driving a Mercedes. I mean, people walk around and they see you driving a Mercedes, but are you able to afford the maintenance? And
the health center alone costs $250,000 a year to keep open. With gambling revenues gone, the tribe is slashing expenses everywhere. The wellness center is closed 2 days a week. No more free lunches for elders. Tribal employees are being laid off. But the Tiguas haven't given up, and they haven't lost their belief in special interest politics. When the Texas legislature meets this spring for a special session on school finance, the Tiguas will be there with a new lobbyist asking the state to please reopen Speaking Rock Casino.